we have rolled out free quality education in this country. Every child born in Sierra Leone, we have the opportunity to be educated, like my own daughter and son. The world is going towards the fourth industrial revolution. We are in the 21st century. You are not fit for purpose, either for the fourth industrial revolution, or you cannot be a part of the 21st century if you are not well educated. For me, I want to put Sierra Leone in a pole position so that as and when the industrial revolution is here, will be a meaningful part of it. We cannot see the benefit today or tomorrow, but rest assured, we will see the benefit, and it will be for every Sierra Leonean.
Efambodan, Wanakushe, Wanakabo. Welcome to Current Affairs. This now the wonderful program we'll be the wait for, what we call Vote for Education. What we also see 2024 no runoff for President Tokendubi. Why? Well, Naboku YD, not to me wanga for Kantoka. We get expert denaya. DJ Force, the SFPP DJ, Madam Tenepaka, the woman where they keep the record straight. Myself go for can talk about that. But however, let me give them the opportunity. Let me say, tell Hadutona, let me tell Hadutona. Then from there, we start the business. Well, DJ Force, welcome to the program.
Our fellow Sierra Leoneans, I greet you now earlier when I go good afternoon, and I say greetings to all Green Movement followers and greetings to SPP lovers, both internal and external. I welcome you under Current Affairs. Me really greet you now, DJ Force, the SPP DJ. Thank you, D-Man, for bringing me in the studio.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. Well, that was DJ Force, the SFPP DJ. Now, let me give Madam Tenepaka, let himself can tell what I do.
Famude unadu, mina Tenepaka. Mina advocate national and internationally. Today we can talk to una back about the free quality education and the campaign message for 2024. Now vote for education, because education they eradicate poverty. As I dey speak to una now, if una go na Google na search now and ask what is free quality education, Salon they come up. That don't show say yes, the world don't recognize the free quality education with President Bio launched as one of in flagship program na the Republic of Sierra Leone. So una come on board le una watch out the SFPP. This now una program.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenepaka, the woman where they keep the record straight. West Sierra Leonean, I get me a team now where we don't ready to tell una what we get for can tell una. But however, we all know say now the whole world look at right now at Sierra Leone. So Sierra Leone, we brothers and sisters, they don't go to go represent we, that Salon. No, so I want to take una a little bit. Let's see what they go on yonder. Then from there, we come back to business. Well, I go tell una if you watch on through Facebook, that for share the program. And if you watch it through YouTube, that for share, subscribe, and follow. This na Current Affairs. So let's see what we brothers then they do right now na Cameroon.
Massa, see Singeli, Massa, see Mohamed Bouya, Massa.
Well, welcome back to Current Affairs. Well, me with in at the studio, me na Dima the Great, the SLPP Bobo. Well, we don't carry this program. We will talk about free quality education. We'll say vote for President Talk and Rubio 2023 election, free quality education. Well, some of the key reasons why we get for share with one and we get for tell one the reason why we don't open this campaign and we continue until we get beaucoup things we don't highlight, we get for can share with the public now today. But however, I want to come back now the studio with me, big Alajo then or remote by the business. You know, now you don't see the team, it don't full. The big Alajo then there. Now we see President Bio in speech. What he talk Naya about the free quality education. You know, Sierra Leoneans, when you get a visionary leader, we believe say human capital development is a must. I believe say if not any good nation where people then they want grow, they go join hand under that leader. They for let them make sure they execute what it don't count for the nation. You know, so Madam Tenekbaka, you will now you are the start and first week today. You see President Bio in speech. If not that, I will bring her back for you so you go see her. You go hear what he talk now about education. We don't count it for Sierra Leoneans. Even though we know say we get with other neighbors them, we're not glad about that. So What are your advice on this campaign with DJ Force, the Green Movement, we all don't start with from President Bill in free quality education, we they don't count it. Yeah. Yes, Madam Tenepaka. I think Madam Tenepaka busy. DJ Force. Madam Tenepaka busy. DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. You were not with this program, this slogan, yeah. We don't see say Sierra Leoneans, President Bill say it's kind of power. 2.6 million picking and they go to school. 100 school buses then they don't come 100 schools then they don't commission them within Bo Kono, they don't open universities then. They don't try to make the education sector na salon very, very value. But when they see Bright Spider them, they know how watch some of them things then. So what are you on take on this DJ Force, on this free quality education business here, where you don't come with this campaign, where we don't endorse and honor the Green Movement?
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, today we want for do attention, for them keenly pay attention for the slogan vote for education, not run off 2024 elections in the Republic of Sierra Leone. If we can go back on the video where the engineer play under the Green Movement, now you say President Bill talk about like in Peking, talking about in your Peking, in your daughter, for say if he gets opportunity for provide education for him Peking, then he also they encourage them with daddy them, with mama them, with sisters them, for me they encourage the Peking, them for me they go get the education facility where they bring come for them, because he said the fourth revolution, if you are not educated, you will not be fit into the society. And we don't see say the 22% GDP where they collect now we revenue in the Republic of Sierra Leone, all is being spent on our children, both constituency level and district level. For that reason, we totally fit say President Bill already had for Sierra Leoneans and we totally fit say we need for promote come 2024 elections, you need for vote for education and not run up. So I believe say President Bill loves Sierra Leoneans now he make sure say he kick against SS4. And since President Bill in the campaign 2018, he sees say SS4 was a strategy for delay the future of Sierra Leoneans the poor and with people in the interior, now make the basic education way now be SS3 way the APC Tolombo Tollgate part body they can meet up na Sierra Leone in 2007 when they can increase them to SS4. And SS4 was a way to delay the future of Sierra Leoneans the education system, because the final say Peking they left now 18 years they go to university. But we don't be done to get a system when at 2021, 22, 23 they enter inside university. So President Bill be totally fit say no, we don't need SS4. But what do we need? We need quality SS3. Now I mean President Bill be campaign on quality education. They said free quality education. So we totally fit say now, since when they bring programs and development things, then we don't see people they take all the taxpayer money and go spend and go hide in other countries. So we don't get for cow the development campaign again. Vote for development. No, they can play with the left aside, then decide. So they find out say with the Green Movement, we don't total fit say we need for bring education now we campaign message and our campaign team and our campaign 2023 for say vote for education 2024, not enough. Yeah, President Bill don't promote what they call opportunity. We picking them for we teacher inside Sierra Leone. Now 10,268 new teachers with this new direction from 2018 where they don't recruit inside the SLPP party, inside the SNPP government in the Republic of Sierra Leone. I repeat, 10,268 new teachers. 9 they don't recruit inside the Republic of Sierra Leone, and 40% of this entire government payroll, they don't put their teacher. Then they 40% of all of them they don't do on government payroll. So for the fact that the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone, President Bio, His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio, don't take Sierra Leoneans first. They don't put Sierra Leone first. They don't put education first. So for that reason, we campaign message is vote for education's none of 2024. So if you ask me for make a talk, why the campaign message for educations, where that President Yuna and the only president we don't stand up and tell the fishermen, the women riders, the bike riders, drivers, teachers, lawyers, lecturers, market women, street traders, for say now picking the get right for let go president in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Now he make it don't come with free quality education, and it don't kick against SS4, and it don't bring in SS3 back. Just for make sure say before you picking go grow at the age of 18 if you don't in a university. So now the only president is where you don't call up Sierra Leoneans them and the parent them for say you picking get right, forget education. Yeah. Before education na privilege. No. Now President Bio say he say education all right. The final say all the taxpayer money in the Republic of Sierra Leone invest into we begin into education. For that reason, come 2024, vote for education and no runoff. So, Mr. Dima, if you say make a talk about President Bio in speech and why would he campaign for vote for education 2024, no runoff, that's another reason. The opportunity with President Bio bring up for teachers, for we picking them, for we lecture them, for we university student them, and I believe say it's time for we embrace President Bio and make sure say we campaign and stand vote for education 2024 no runoff. So if you ask me for make a talk, that
no runoff. Now, thank you very much, DJ Force, for trigger. You don't trigger me, you don't trigger Sierra Leoneans. But before I give Madam Tenet back, I want to comment a little bit. Before Madam you can have power. Just like what you talk, DJ Force, we see beaucoup things that they go on in that country there. We see how education be done degrade in that country there. We don't see how APC it destroyed that country there behind enemy, behind me and your imagination. But President Biosi say beaucoup things don't happen in that country there. In Sierra Leone, we need to change the system. And only under SCPP administration that can happen. Because Pakababi don't count that tasting small. For that we taste now, we enjoy. Maybe I've been one of the opportunities where I really get the opportunity that I benefit like GSS3 where I did it, where I take me back and OP, of course, under the leadership of Tijan Kaba. But we honest by Kumakana power, everything change. But we see one thing again where I want Madam Tenet Baka before I give you. We see we opponent them. Like the former president Anes by Kruma. We see say in Nabin, they be considered as a teacher, a primary school teacher, an educator. And a commoner one of a school where they call boys school, Maburuka boys school. You know, but somebody as an educator, not just put it in this category. If you say you are an educator and you're not a teacher, I believe so you go get feelings for education. You go try to educate the people them where they around you. But we see say for 11 years tenure, they not do anything good for education in that country. They left education behind. Even in your school, when we say go, it left them behind. You know, so now where this campaign message it don't come on a door. Would they still see some of them? Because whenever they hear something, they can't tip the glory. So Madam Tenekpaka, I'm glad I don't get you back. So what's in your own analysis on the free quality education who don't launch? What's in your own message where they go out there and we compare around with somebody who calls himself educator, but you will even take care of the school a good day, which is very, very disgraceful.
Well, I dey add my voice to this for everybody, not only Sierra Leone. Today the war is moving forward. Free quality education, that's the only way we go able to prepare with future generation through this successful education program, where they go able to prepare themselves for the future and development of Sierra Leone. I think say na one of the reasons make President Bioko with this program. Education dey eradicate poverty, because when you begin, we don see a lot of families there where they no be get nothing, but through education dem pikin dem don bring development country dey na the community, and then self na dem family dem dey enjoy. Wetin make salon now, for example, when the Leon Stars dem don go for Nations Cup, we don see who brothers and sisters dem na salon wey dem dey swear say when the guy dem go let dem no win. Why then they behave so? Because na lack of education. They already live in a darkness. We're not educated, they inside the wall of darkness. If they be educated, then they think like a Sugadena, then they think about national issue, not to individual issue. We're not educated, them already dirty in a badass night they get. They always feel insecure. Outside people then they where they know something better than you, they always feel threatening and feel insecure. So now that make President Bioko can pull them young people then out of that insecurity there. Let some man know what he they do and he able move them forward, not only for limit the strength within Sierra Leone community, but then we will go out there and do something better for themselves and bring development, when a national development for the entire country. This is now one of the key issues that we free quality education fight for. So in that regard, just like our DJ first talk and say, more take the free quality education for 2024 campaign. NISSF I endorse that, yeah. As for now, and through that free quality education, we go able to get appropriate skill training for able to identify the strength of the student them, which area they fit in, so that they go able to learn skills. As we be don tell una earlier on say, in any development where you want to bring Ghana a society, when you talk about education, everything they do within inside that one package. Every other thing they follow suit inside that package they. Master up and so forth.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenekpaka. Well, when I don't hear what Madam Tenekpaka don't say, they say education is a key to success. When people have lack of education, now the reason why they see a nation they go behind. Could you imagine what Madam Tenekpaka talk? Lone Star don't qualify for this Nations Cup, and we all glad. And this not to politics. In which country or which part of the world you will see a nation, a team don't come on, when a team don't go to go represent on a country, then when they pray God for that team they no way. That is only their politics. A key way of thinking. That was the time when I don't even want to categorize it. But however, DJ Force, what thing are you on take on Madam Tenekpaka in your own speech before I come with some other issues then under this quality education? We don't lost DJ Force. They come back. Now, at the come back to this education sector, yeah, small. We don't see the type of things that since President Bioko promised kept. we don't do. Now, we see say, okay, DJ Force the Pakam. Here's DJ Force. Spambo de unaga for sorry if it's more for technical issue. Yes, DJ Force.
Many said for say education is a key to success. Based on that, I mean President Bill says Sierra Leone, they say consider education as a right. So man, Sierra Leone past the SLPP party, past President Bill, they say education na privilege. And that privilege they will be education not to a right, na a privilege. Now I don't make today, we don't make sure say we do things and we out of the way, out of control. If you compare Sierra Leone to other West African countries, it's really education don't fail. It don't fail for drag we to love. The past them, they don't make sure say they say education is a privilege. Now, only President Bureau can say he say Sierra Leoneans consider education as a right. Yeah. So, Madam Tenekpaka don't talk outrightly say it's a key to success. And today we all they run away for Canada, America, England, Germany, Holland. These people base their own education. Foremost, when you travel from Africa and you come to that part of the world, the first thing they point in front of you is education. They don't care which degree they get, but as long as you able make sure say you know your responsibility, you able read and write, you able apply for job, you don't go bribe. Yes, you know the bribe for get job. You apply for it, you go for interview. And that's so they are. Why? Because education is spread every corner in that part of the world. So now that same education president, you don't go to Sierra Leone. It don't spread education now the chief level, both junior secondary school and senior secondary school. It spread out all over the district and children level just because he want if you're a farmer, you become minister. Yeah, if you know any job they do, if you're a carpenter, let you be minister, let you be president. So what him and Tenekpaka talk, because of President, you don't know say education is a key to success. Now make it up Bianca. Where 2018 a campaign with free quality education. So now we said they turn around with campaign for 2024. Vote for education. 2024 no run up. Why you they vote for this? Because it don't promote opportunity both for teachers, for lecturers, for we picking them. No, President Leone the only government or president in the Republic of Sierra Leone for more don't take power. 4,000 teachers has been placed on their right pay grade in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Yeah, now 300 schools, headmasters, where President Bio don't upgrade them according to their qualifications. It don't improve their salary, it don't increase their salary according to your qualification. So that promotion where President Bio they try for promote education through junior secondary school and senior secondary school, go it don't now go down to the children level. Then I believe say we all need for to enhance and we encourage we parent them for let them just say they encourage them picking them and for they accept this free quality education because even if you do Sierra Leone, once you get quality education, you able get job as Sierra Leone and you able get job any part of the world. So now any president you know hide down for the parent there. He say I want for una picking them for get education. He say when they get education, they can able to go Mecca, they can able build house for you. They can able find job in Sierra Leone and they can able find job in other parts of the world. So for that reason, President Bio, we need for embrace and we need for 10 key. And come 2024 in the Republic of Sierra Leone, vote for education and not run off. So I tell Madam Tenekpaka, we able to tell the nation say education is a key to success. Yeah, and President Bio, now he talk and say Sierra Leonean consider education as a right.
Thank you very much, DJ Force.
um we dey talk about education, but the one wey President Bill bring am wey say free quality. The quality mean you as an individual, e dey free you sef, e dey free you your mind, and that na one of the millennium development goals and wey dem be don set. So by 2030, the world dem wan foresee inside both boys and girls dem get free quality education, dem able complete dem primary to secondary. Through that quality primary and secondary education wey go able lead them to relevant and effective learning outcome. Na that make President Bill dey make sure say dem dey check dem pikin dem how dem dey sit exam, because you no go get pikin dem you say you wan let dem learn una waste and spend money per dem, then dey go school wey time reach for sit exam o dem no dey pass am. So na some of the quality education package that one dey wey the president bring can as alone for really check dem pikin dem abilities dem, how dem dey go through the learning, wetin na the outcome wey dem dey get. Na from there you dey able get good students dem, and we no go continue for dey live inside that darkness. If dem pikin dem dey the young one dem wey dem don dey come up, if dem no get that free quality education, salon dey continuously go down the drain, because na lack of education and lack of understanding wey dey see some man and dey come say dem dey in politics, but then because dem not able to learn really for understand for transform their own life, then they do the wrong thing like wetin Bright Spider dey do to supporters dem. We don dey see that one day. Na that make I dey always talk and say for being an academic is different, for being a politician is different. And when dem say politics, you know they can in governance can be like you know they come in governance, you think say na people dem dey serve you, na you dey serve the people dem. And how you get for serve the people dem? You get for look at wetin are the needs of the nations dem, how e go able get on board with the thing dem, how for address the needs of them the people dem, na the community. And education is not just a privilege, na one of the human rights of everybody. Na every society wey the government for make sure say you go school. Like when you born a pikin, when the pikin dey 3 years to 4 years, if for can go na nursery school, na kindergarten. First when the pikin don dey 6 to 8 months, they begin go drop am na daycare, from na child care. From that child care day, if you no able talk, a delay in speech, then get speech therapists the way they care that pikin, and then pikin and they go to. So all them thing and they then get the steps there. So would I admire this free quality education, because when pikin they don't begin they talk, that na the learning process. And we don't see how the president they go right around the country, if they launch child care centers them, because that na the main foundation of the pikin them. That are the basic foundations then we start picking in the beginning. From then nursery schools them say them begin for go na primary school. So I'm really happy for that, because when you talk about quality, that are the basic foundation for every child. When the picking they don't begin talk at the age of that 2 to 3 years, now they learn, now the learning process in that day, and the government don't they build them foundations then they as they talk about the free quality education. Now so it they open the nursery schools then, because it don't know say now in responsibility as a government for ensure say the people and the children there get a quality education as society, not to a privilege to anybody. Now the right for provide shelter, clean water for your society, for provide good health facilities then, and good health services for your society, and education for your pikin them. And to be honest, why you put education first, all them thing they want don't call it come inside in pass somebody with evil, but why make The Western society today that they respect President Bill because they don't know say education is the open door, is the open opportunity. It dey free you, it dey free everybody. So come 2023 2024 na we campaign message and dey vote for education. Anybody wey say education not important, I go ask Bra Spider say why education not important. Today na lack of education make e don bench im own supporters dem. And when we talk about education, not where you go learn no more. Quick, some man go fix document, all I say na me document this. When you don go learn something, work na the area outside dey work. Na that make I tell boku of them. I say me I no dey go here na for go look for job. I don work there, I don serve there for 7 good years. Yeah. When you work na here, wetin you study, you dey na that area, dem no dey give you job. Nobody no dey pick phone call person say, "Do I give this me person your job?" You dey go apply with the white people there, then they shortlist una, then screen una documents, then they interview you. When they don shortlist una don, then they call you. If you qualify, then they pick you, then give you that job there. That's why they happen na here. And then that get for happen na salon. Now that make the president dey make sure say he dey monitor the free quality education. Now that make him make sure say even the exam wey the pikin dem dey sit, make dem monitor, because you no go come with education na package. Then you just left am, you no do no monitoring, you no do no review for see how best the student dem una dey prepare them as a future generation for that country dey. So I really happy for the free quality education. Bravo to President Bill.
Thank you very much. Madam, thank you very much, Madam Tenet Baka, for that message, Bright Spider, you are in trouble, because I believe, say, anytime when President Bill say it don't come with, it don't do something, what if Bright Spider do? Bright Spider, they come, they say, na me don't do na government, na continuity, na me don't do this. But however, some of the quality we Madam Tenet Baka talk about, now I want to share with you now. Now we see the reason why then kind qualities that we don't get inside the education sector, we no one day get time, no one day happy. We know say Bright Spider and Kabas, they always did to thief glory. Whenever they see glory, they say this now we on. That make a glad the way DJ for say, well, they don't look at everything. Whenever President Bill do things where APC no help one day do it, they see somebody where former president, we by right not even supposed to interfere into politics now. If Osidon, it be like an advisor or grandpa, because already old, a brain don't turn charcoal, it don't get dementia. But they do it, they can't begin to take President Bill in glory. But since DJ Force don't come with this, I'm glad for that. That he no go can't testify again, say na income with education. But before I hit, I want to look at what we minister, David Shenga, the hardworking minister, what he get for we, what he can tell me about the quality inside this program here.
Today, I want to talk about the technology then, the solution then where the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education don't develop and don't roll out how help we come then on this free quality school education business. Number one, we get the star 8447 hash solution where anybody go able to check the dictionary. The dictionary app, you'll be able to access that in 2 ways. Number one, you can dial star 8447 hash, or you can send SMS message to 8447. And when you send that message there, you'll be able to do 2 things there. You'll be able to check for the meaning of a word. Any word no word in the dictionary, it will send you back SMS with the meaning of that word there. Or you're able to sign up for word of the day. And word of the day, we sign up for if you're in a preliminary, you're in a primary school, or if you're in a secondary school, if you advance, that means you're in a university or you work. Every morning, 7 o'clock, you get SMS message where they tell you new word and what's the meaning of that word today. Number 2, the 468 results and placements checker. The 468 checker, now if you take your phone by any carrier, you send SMS message with the word result. to 468, if they ask you for your picking index number, then they tell you what's in your picking score per MPSC or Beke, and then they can your phone for free. No matter how side they, you know, they for pay for scratch card, you know, they for pay transport, and you know they pay for SMS. Any phone number with the per network, you able to do that day. If you also type the word placement, they tell you picking whose school where it puts for where you able go. And this way, you know, they will pay bribe, where you go, you picking them, you know who's how you picking them come out, and you know who's how you picking them for go school for GSS1 or SS1 without, you know, pay anybody any bribe. The third solution, now 8060. This one, if you take your phone and call 8060 for free, toll free, for Orange and AfriCell, you'll be able engage with we at the Ministry of Education and tell we what's in they happen well, what's not they happen well, what's kind of corruption day, if malpractice day, if teacher they know they show up, anything no more we get, you able to send that to we, and we they analyze that phone call day and then they take action. Then solution that I would on bill and the one that would continue for bill. Now for make quality education go to all man. So at the big who fumble them, who build a solution there and for use them. If you see problem at school, if you see say teacher then they ask for money, call 8060. We will take that day. Where we develop 468, now for user, take that your phone day and check your picking results. So you follow your picking education one. Now for check out and see who school and place you picking. So you go bribe some side or teacher no go say, do you picking name no canaya cause you go suicide picking name go. The dictionary, now for user, may we all continue for learn book more, all continue for be literate, more able to know it's not the meaning of word them. I really want for big fambul them, for make may we continue for the useless solution they have with the ministry they develop, for we picking them better one. And then the 9 free quality school education.
Wow. Na dande na ina the free quality education. You know, Madam Tenet Baka, you just highlighting key issues then about the quality inside the education. Then the Honorable Minister himself don't come begin to tell you about the qualities there inside. You know, there I come back to you, Madam Tenet. Moina Shenge, Shenge, when one of the youngest and hard-working young man, where they make sure the proper government today, we all glad about. You know, how you feel about some of the analysis then, where it say this is not the quality then, where it don't happen. And you know, how you feel about that, you know, Madam Tenet Baka, you know, because we look at, yes.
No, I'm not surprised, not so anything I doubt about, because this is not something I think say the president, if they don't prepare, he don't plan himself for can launch this thing here. So when you look at the 7, then get something we call the 7-point plans there. Now the minister don't just talk about. If he observe something will be the happen as alone. When that minister come, he tell them say he won't forget all teachers the IDs the and pin code, because you know they decide for give quality education we not get quality teacher then where they do service delivery to them picking them. Now you know they work and you find out say according to that, and they monitor everything how the system they operate, how for make it easy for the parent themselves, then they able access results for them picking them, how that's in a day for be. I mean, everything is quality, then they do it in a very, you know, classy way, you know, compared to how the system they operate now overseas. Now that make, when they put somebody now overseas, then put you in charge of any position, wait till you don't learn and try for implement some people think it's the iron and salon, they want to show we photo. But that young guy, wait till exactly where how is he? The society, how salon is see the you kick you when they do. You know, change is hard for let people they change. But all you need for doing now, a policy, a system where they put in place, the people then they match up with them. If today they see don't get paid. Teacher the old them come on tonkoli leader the how many begin they tick. Teacher the old them come on my abana the how many begin they tick. Sober corruption the day inside. They say everybody come. Would they give una code for verification? Now then the man teacher they don't lose. If you see some man then keep pull of you. And for all the work now they not pay we. If you don't go do verification, if you go verify yourself, you get ID card. Yeah, now swap it, they swap where they go to school. And according to and then they monitor whether the teachers and they come at class. Yes, if it happen here, now then government schools there. Then get them lay back teacher the way then they go do mami coca, some man they do in PhD. They not get much time. So then they monitor them. Some people then they send them picking and go to government school. Me when an African woman, so I know which will be there. I'm picking a private school from primary school, say high school because they not care. That's a get put in there for let the ends meet. But in this program, I think say there is a monitoring system where they check everybody down to the teacher, then down to the student, then bring the parent there on board. Now so a proper learning setting for them. The parent that they get involved into them picking their life, let them know how they picking them they progress. So all that thing make a quality education. Brass Spider, I know they mix up this game.
Thank you very much. The game don't big pass by Spider. The game don't big pass by Spider. Now DJ Force, we imagine.
In a red, but the game don't red for her. It don't red.
You know they give me babala for him. Now, Sierra Leoneans, we understand President Bio. Under this administration, we get count 50 school buses there, and they run. It not look like the way the late former government when they call buses, then when they call old buses, then when they damage one, at the end of the day, will not even know what happened to them. Now, we see say a kind of school feeding program. I'm glad the way Madam Tenet Parker talk about the nursery school where they work out with, wearing student school picking then we Kumbra then they won't go to school, that orphanage home, we Kumbra they won't go to school, then they look for outside, they go left them picking them. This no one they happen. This is not encouragement to every nation. Who say with this so a day that means if
no child care, only childhood education, yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Tenepaka. Then kind thing then we get on at the Western Wall, So when you hear Madam Tenepaka say we don't get a visionary leader, a leader where they don't go study, they don't learn and know exactly what is Sierra Leone want. Now that we see this kind of implementation, and they are happy. We don't see say they supply, they don't call supply materials then to supply school picking then textbooks them, 30% of increasement in salary. We don't see say 22% of the country budget, the GDP, they don't invest into education, which will, of course, one day, that kind of thing, they're not happy. Why? Because I am them they could do everything no more for themselves. They don't want to let people they learn. They want to let people then go dance matoma, when they dance kakadebu in the street, so they don't go learn. We don't see say they don't provide more than hundreds of scholarship for students. They for them go. They don't come with pin code. What would you talk about? Yeah, we don't get 5,000 increasement of teachers then. So we don't see say the quality education is too much. You see, and we see Boku universities then where it don't increase Boku universities then at the country we want it not happen. Even the like of Norway and it's by Kumago team up the LI, they say go count university. Now university it don't start, the man don't go commission and now they work the project they on right now. So we don't see Boku things that where this government they can do where it benefits Sierra Leoneans. That alone we don't look at it that in the history of Sierra Leone, no government not ever one day get that brave mind to do that. That made 2024 election no runoff. And because President Bio don't call pinko for teachers then. Because of that, no runoff. Because we don't get a quality education where today people then they save their money them because before you dey spend boku money to pay school fees, then from there you get for pay to go for WAEC to check your WAEC result or begin the result. You get for pay for school bus, for let it go now school bus not to plan, not to problem again. These are some of the things we dey talk about. See, this government come to really transform the nation, you know. So because of this, some of their reasoning, they would tell una say 2024 election, no runoff, no rally. Yes, DJ Force, you don't hear it, the minister. What thing are you on take on the minister?
Well, me take on the minister, I make the already try for tell Sierra Leone, they say the SNPP government consider education as a right. Final say David Senge, he able to
DJ Force the try for say in SLPP government and consider education as a right. It's now your right to get not to say like now the way APC be say now privilege, in fact, not to everybody for go school. So now make DJ Force try for say this government say education, now you're right. You for go school, you for learn. But I'm glad the way DJ Force have don't care. Yeah, DJ Force. Continue. Yes, continue.
final say with opposition the way you call the name SLPP cost. Not really want for SLPP for exist. If they get away for kill SLPP, they go extra mile. So now anytime SLPP they in power, the final say they get blood pressure. They increase too much in Sierra Leone among the opposition them. So I've been trying for say the SLPP consider education as a right, a privilege. Now you go back to David Senge. Look at David Senge, the system where you don't create inside the education system, no government, no party, no ever kind of facility here, no ever promote that kind of thing here. Yeah. You look at the 8447 SMS for look for any dictionary words where you want to know the meaning. You understand? You accommodate. You look at 468 where for able to bring you result to pick. You don't need to go bribe. You don't need to go give 50,000 or 30,000. Where PC they recruit and boy them. Where scratch card be there. Now all over the street and the tab they are na scratch card. The one color can you go like scratch card 50,000, 60,000. You go pay 50, you get 10,000. So you find out say again, you need direction knock out with 8060. When for report about any corrupt malpractices. So these are the system we'll look at where President Bureau bring up from 2018. Even though he knew to say but it's like it's developing, it's transforming the state, the country, the people. So for that reason, vote for education 2024. And not run up. This now government we don't bring student loan scheme for every university student across the country. And you apply online. Once you qualify, they don't have to know your background. They don't have to know if you vote for SLPP. But if you find out say inside APC regime, student loan, we not APC, they give you. You know, more than not about us, but President Bureau government and system and the SLPP administration, they don't care which region are you coming from. What they care about, you must get quality education and you will get job and you will get job elsewhere. Now, this really the opposition they fight for destroy because of President Bureau they promote opportunity education. The opposition they fight very strong for destroy that opportunity then they. Now, don't forget, microcredit, now APC Tolongbo to get body, now they destroy them. Yeah? Sababu education. Now we call Sababu education with the SLPP. Now we call Sababu education where you picking parts for go from one, would they give 40,000? Would that can close up? Now the APC Tolongbo to get body. So anything where the upgrade there, now APC they can destroy them. Now they destroy the railway. Now they destroy trade. Yeah? Today, where you see they don't the boku, the motor they don't boku, the population don't increase as the transportation. The capacity of transportation or passengers the way for the take inside one motor car, they populate. So in the final say the motor car they don't get a lot of accident. But if trend be there, accident no go boku na streets. on our road. But because APC it destroyed the train, APC now the back can they bring driving into education. Yeah? A privilege. So now, President Bioronka say no. Consider education as a right. Now you right, Sierra Leoneans there. Once President Bioronka tells us that for be minister, therefore to president. Yeah, now President Bioronka, it don't spread the education through chiefdom and constituency level. Picking, even the opposition state, they deny the government here because the SLPP or the high court, then SLPP they don't want to exist in Sierra Leone. Yeah, they benefit by this free quality education. So come 2024, fellow Sierra Leoneans, they encourage you now vote for education and no run up come 2024. So anyway, I tell David,
that is the campaign message. Vote for education. You know, DJ Force, I'm glad the way you make the statements that day. And we there also to highlighting people then, Nasalu, let them understand the reason why we they take a very, very serious. We know we get iron peas them. We they still repeat them and tell them now we get iron peas them that come today. Whenever President Bio do things, then they come to can't take the glory. But then I want to show now, when I pay attention, two things what I got for can watch from me right now. One, the education sector where President Bio in the under administration what he don't do, where a commission hundreds, not only like what he talking about Kenny or Eduana Kenema, no, it do across the nation, you know. So I just want to when I go be small. Then from there we come in, you know. Let's watch this video.
I'm not pleased with what I say in terms of the condition.
Sorry, not to that. I be want. Now look up. Now watch this video, please. Then from there we take
the former president came, and the Minister of Education. So that is why people are expecting much, and this should have been a force to reckon with. That is why we said we are expecting much.
Looking at what Tonkolili gets and the kind of individual them which Tonkolili produce, especially boys' school, we now being get the most important minister, them, and of course the first gentleman. They look at the waiting we get now, you will say that the most deprived district in the country.
As Minister of Education, you own it on, and this is the only government institution that you own it on. You cannot improve it for over 10 years. So come on. So now what is you go talk about? Now, over 10 years. No. You know, you are nothing.
They started refurbishing at the 11th hour when almost the elections are at hand. They started it, and you cannot believe that they whitewashed the building without even placing the doors, the windows, and even the adboards. So just to camouflage the people, any individual that comes, you will see the whitewash that okay, they are more or less repairing this school.
Now we learn for the put the record straight. Now we not allow for the keep thief man them. Now with various institutional guests. No, the admit a thief man because you know go can they, post don't go thief, they can give 25,000 if you get a for her. Now me brother and they. At least if that day happen, now we don't want bobody the finger pocket and sit them back get heights.
If we continue for left artists, any government can just rule a country like anyhow you feel, the left hand at the end of the day, you know if you get account. That is mess up. And if we not get side for start, the country will go before. And one of the issues and where they make development go before is corruption.
They pay revenue. Like we saw, they pay tax, they pay revenue. Now we money there. So if you then tip government, not to government, so now we money there na government. So now we not the government. Let them give we back what we have it. Let them give we back our money there.
Let us face the reality. If somebody has committed a crime, even his SLPP, he should be punished. Even his APC, he should be punished. So let us face the reality so that people will see and copy the good example, not the bad example of other people. If they are left, then for sure that people are going to copy the bad example. They make an example that, okay, when these people did this, nothing happened with them, so I will also do this. So I think they should be punished. Let us forget about politics. This is Sierra Leone. All of us are Sierra Leoneans. Let us do things to benefit the Sierra Leoneans and not selfish ends.
Now, you know, Sierra Leone, sometimes we get for good car with this history then, for let one know and understand the gravity of the situation we talk about. What do I mean by that? The level where President Bio can meet the education sector in that country day. Ebe nyaka nyaka. Could you imagine when my body they rise, the party talk say 11 good years, they abandon their schools then. Boku of them, not one, just one on don't see you. Boku schools then they abandon them. When time come for election, at the time they go begin white toss them. They begin white toss them. Camouflage. That's camouflage. That's not Juman pattern. Them pattern they know the work. That we call corruption. Now make President Bio say they fight against corruption. Yeah. Now make you hearing from the message from David Shenga say, when teacher not come, you call the number day. This why you not get for do this again. Corruption not get for happen again. You get for pass, study hard, burn the candle before you pass. But we don't see a mess up system. So DJ Force, I come back to you again. What thing are you take on that video you watch before I give my internet back up?
Well, that video goes through a highlight to the nations, to viewers, and to Sierra Leoneans, and say APC not value education. Then they don't see say education in a right. They mean that they bring education as a privilege. So look at that boys' school. Not only that boys' school, Bonobo Teachers College. When we come to power in 1996, when we are hand over power, we raise a fund. Bonobo Teachers College. APC do. Where they can they abandon Bonobo Teachers College. They eat all the money. Look at boys' school. Again, look at that boys' school. All the ministers then we pass through and school in regime. Now most of them at that school they go. When I read from the horse's mouth. So that not clearly they show that say this party not believe in education. This party believe in criminal activities, rebellion activities, rally boy activities. Now they believe in. Now make it the final say they don't recruit a lot of rally boys across the country, but even they parole behind these census for stop these census here. Because they believe say census, not only somebody will not get hate, now not believe in census. Now in the place say census, they for ask an excuse for us before they for do census for a state or for a country. So that don't clearly don't show us this party, called the APC to great pan body. The many population where they follow this party not believe in education. They can't even speak English. They can't write English. They make it the final say violence is their strength. Violence is their power. Rebellion is their strength. Rebellion activity is their power. Education is not their power. They don't even consider Sierra Leoneans to get through to education. So, I mean, if you look at a school and school, you not be able to rehabilitate that school, and not be they pay subsidies to teachers them. But the government don't come, you don't increase teachers them. 40% of the entire government teachers are now on payroll. 4,000 teachers have been placed on their right payroll upgrade. 300 schools, headmasters are now getting their salary correctly. That shows you the difference between the APC Tulumbo to Great Panbody and the SLPP party. Yeah. So now making the final say, President, you don't think it is spread the universities across the country. So we great and we can look the talk say. They are spreading universities across the country that not get for that they break barrier between citizens not to know themselves. Where every state now get university. Now that system the president they bring cap for say every district headquarter forget university. President Bill don't spread education and the children them and the constituencies them. That yeah.
Before I cut you off, what you just talked is so sweet. President Biodepan make sure all the places the way they don't deprive them before they don't get universities there, schools there. President Bio they don't pave way under this administration for their university enter there. Now we think about Kono. When President Bio don't go commission, Kono we come out, we see say unexpected grab a go na put lock or say university to Bila not to a 6 month you go Bila. But in that same Kono day, yeah, where a give promise, it say it will give the university for 11 good year, it not able give the university. It say 6 months. I just want to put some refresh, when you hit some points then. Let me make a counter. Yes, continue.
Yeah. So in the final say Gambia is taking out universities across the country because it say what the President Biogo talk na kono. It say when they pass SS3 exam, you didn't know the thing inside the go stay in a Freetown. And Freetown is not the only Sierra Leone we have. Kailan, na Sierra Leone. If university then and them places there, why not? SS3 exam document, a pass I go count university in a Freetown. What are the camp in a Freetown? What is in a Freetown so special? We will not go try for decentralized universities there. Let every district headquarter or district town get university. So now making the final say president they try for speed up for being this university for Kono people. So they all picking and say no good effect for Kali in a Freetown. Because at the end of the day, we Kali in a Freetown, that they even make they concentrate. Difficult for go allocate university classes. So, but if you don't Kono, you go university na Kono, you don't need for ya. But if you don't claim for go university, President Bio say he go provide buses again for the university student them. We go for the take them to university classes. So now so in another country here. Yeah. So it's like President Bio, we need for embrace we need for make sure say everything they bring come for we put her into practice. No, we not do the talk and no more.
No, that is true.
Mama,
that is true. You are 100% correct. Madam Tenekbaka, that's true. Madam Tenekbaka, we don't hold you. You be say 1 hour now. I know say you don't tire. Let me give you last statement concerning this education sector. Then from there, you go. This program, a campaign message now will not start with you. Yes, Madam Tenekbaka.
I wanna left brass spider and I will get bad at. I don't see them side and they all. They all very school way go. Now this now the man, I can tell you one thing now. Now this now the man, down the way they make noise say, and the president just they go and spread university then. Enough for crown go, enough for now America do where they go and make that boku talk. What about the school where they don't open Napoloko? Where people then get for 3 days for do nothing. Now outside that school they not so poloko day. So then at the diaspora they don't disconnect themselves. Anyway then at the diaspora they in that Kaloko. Now in your family they can now because last week we left them. What it don't bring Kana Salon for support people there? Inside Poloko district, what it don't bring Candy? When they say, hey, Ronnie can't for contest for politics. This trip here, anybody where they come on diaspora, una screen and good. When be then a diaspora, waiting in connection, waiting at the contribution where they don't make na the community inside the day before it kayanda. Then at the come out to the quality education. But I spider and I go promise the people of Kono. You know even shame on in Paralode. You go give them 419 and mafia man. So even though they consider anything where president they do a good thing. As a man they embody the best partner. You know to presidential flag bearer. You know retired politician. And on the other side they go make the U-turn. Na PZ. Na mechanic clock tower. People they not get the head and say when see you don't see. You don't very party picking and now they don't begin put fire sweat for you. So Dima what's me get for say who they continue for put sense now people they aid, now they educate them about this education what they can take as a campaign message for 2024. Now then they will not waste with time for them. You don't see they don't begin put sweat among themselves. Now not mix by them sweat. I go want talk inside me mother tongue. Why this education is important? But they say I'm not going to my program is more running more to our current affairs. Kogale jo mu mada wala wo. Yo ko e gas salon lo mi. Bibo le wu lo suku ihun. He bogo lo akidi hun. Bogo wo ba boga. Bogo gro boga. Na mo epa boga boga. Yo to bu lo ha mo ma hun. Ye fiti ni lo ha mo ma hun dredun we. Yo fo po ni ti di school. 2 meter ko e pe ga. Gita government ibu de semele tale bia ho. na ha gede ma uma kubo wasa no bo wasa ba fo isabe ma ko gale na ti dia o ma te o le ga se to ko e ga baba nda na o to nya handa mi ko dunyi ta mi na dunyi gede na ta mi na mo ama na ga ma na ka de bulu ko e ga bulu ko e ga lo go ya mi aye pidi ho o to apela te ga pate na gbagbe ni ko ji de ga to ko e ga to wa se pe na la mi ya nlawo so nya wo ma na ne ma Hebe Northern Province, they East, they South, they Western area. I will gas your man and to school. Kogale Manego, Kogale, come and I do you on the war. Kogale and your new boapela. Kogale Apagami Buanuma. So you had the Aloko Hibu. Wawa, he's talking one day. I'm going to the Muko family at Burberry, Momo Helwa. Agbepo yin na sama opie ma ge wale wo le si agbotu e mo amu ya gbagba yi bi ko e grama government va ko be ya awado bo be pela ko abere pare wa ko electricity de boy ko ga de ji si abo tele ma na agbate ko o le ga se titi hi na to ko e ga mato asuku hu kuko wo le ga se ama nene yo ko ga le na to loko hibo wo loko hi ko ga le na bo le ga se va wo to support kaka nya le ga se wa wo hi lo wa de da nya go ga le bo ko e ga ma bi ma mi lo nya lu ji be nya lu yo ma po be hindo lu yo pu nya lu agbese agogo da se ale hindo lu ma hindo lu ita go kisima abe nya hi na ma go jodo go jubu sa go ta de ro hu fire family hu fire ke bo loko hi anya lu bo ko e ga a family pa atinafa so far e ko galeju wa aloko hibu na se me pepe ye le pulu agisi amuna hebe bu ko egura government e bu go then the government then the MP member of parliament bu go office you then the minister bu go office you ndo ejumuna bu ko egura ma ko si pe ipe boy so wa leti ti give boy don le ga ti suku ye pe hun government apo mi si aye suku si ahun biko egwa ma ge wa bi ha an ko egi gwa ga nyagi ya gba gba ti me ko pofe ma bo biko eglu ko to wa se ya me ko po ivi boyo fa ahanje wo yege ko ga le ji to wala mo ma da wala to ko ga ma fe aloko hebo wo le ga se ya wo ya to o ma wuti be hi wo po ma ye ti ma ko to ko eji ga se na wo le ga se ya ana be nya ni go do ko ega anda e ogege pe ma do a pagmi na bo hu apo abama from a free quality education jinya woman and ma obobo be Mia Northern Province bolu man ene sa bolu support bi do must dey school ho obodo dey gbega ma gifa bo obodo ile bodo ile abogo wa school ho be ya ma go support ogbo ha school ho wa bi ye be ko gogo ba di ogo ma be wale ko bo buku gbe ganya anti nya wa pie school boga ye wa go be result be bi apo igbo to go be result ya do bi gege pe ni bi blue na botogo bo results you adu ebe handa ipe ya fa hande ji mu ma da wala aloko hibo we ko gale manego ko gale apio be ya me Allah obo dunyi ho lo and ko gale abogbo akidi bi ko e gale obo pidi ho sa ko gale na fa ho pepe ya ho be na ha gisi e pe mu ma da ya wa o ti agbi mamu ji fa to ba so je na se pe re jo ti boye wo ti di wo MPLC ayame ro back suku ihu ihe pulo oto gba mi apu that pima ye hende mi awala fa mu loko higo bu mu balaha mu go support mu ya gwo vega va gwo de vongo ke senti sa ye ma eje lu aklo mu ya jete ye pele na we ma gwo vega ye hende ye ele gloma bye bye hi soku wa ya gbunye amuko ego aga esa pipi va mu ya gba ri wa ma hapa hi ma bo ewo wa wo he hapa hi apa yi gisi ami ana gege bi ya ali mi awona wo MP constituency na wona wo MP ma gege mo ya kepele na agriculture je wa mo ko na mo ya kadi mu ga ye mo ya pa yi se yi na se me ko go opie government be ya ma wa fe boy opedi ya be light hu mo be government ni ama pa ma ba light na to wala we o to ma 24/7 be light early light ayu woman mo ma hanti blackout be na kama pa wa fa we are power family light na aye ma fa free quality education ji government we la aloko hibo SPP government va ji ba ko e ga be ro kudu be ya mi alawo be le ga sese ya mi alawo tu wa pepe ya we tela we kaka nya le ga si ya apoma ye si ma ko ti suku yin we So wetin me get for tell Sierra Leoneans? You be northern now, you dey na western area o, you comot from the east o, you comot from the south. Education is very important na every society today. If you no get education, you dey na darkness, total darkness na dey. E pass blackout. The one wey na blind man, once he educate, he dey see pass you. You dey see but you dey inside darkness. You dey see with your eye but you no know wetin you dey do. The one wey blind, if he educate, he no dey see you with him eye but him mind e different from your own. So do ya una embrace the free quality education. Una no follow dem bad that month amount una be see. Brass spider na road e make road say the gbere bridge wey dey cross for go na village for go na to Makeni, you know e make am. So let you know no more, everything na lie dem dey pass with. So the free quality education na we campaign this way dey come 2023 to 20. na the man this wey say don open university in Asalo, na inside dollar dem tax the student dem for pay. How many students wey dem parent dem before afford for pay for that university in dollars? Criminal racketeer na dem go form. Usa dem dey go train the rebel dem na that day dem form. But they don clean pa the head, technology don come. Brass spider you no dey get away with one piece. We dey there, you dey watch you. That powder wey don go take na Zambia, we dey monitor you for that powder. Any letter wey dey go state house una no open am, una put am some side, una make sure say una secure una self before una open that letter dey, yeah? Because brass spider e get something up im sleeve. The Nations Cup, I dey talk to every Sierra Leonean dem, una pray. If that Nations Cup can, not to President Biya couple, dem go say na Salon winner, dem no dey say na President Biya winner. But we neighbor dem, then Jaffa United they don't begin to talk on social media say hell the man they not win because now under SLPP. Salomon get bad, so now left bad low country go before. And they can't give me final statements now. And they go because they visitors there. So me sure I know people's party members there. We just got the concluded chairman election. My advice to una na unity one na the party will not want get we self divided, yeah, because we battle where they ahead of we 2023-2024. That for be we own vision. Law will not come tear we self apart. Law will come together. We na one family. If possible, support other person in political rights. Me I support different candidates when Jimmy Batilo Songa. Na purely me civil and political rights. Because Jimmy Batilo Songa it contests under SLPP, not under APC or NGCO. And I make a supporter. So election done una now whole self because the tax where they are ahead of is different. So the never say go yawa to abla. If we come together, the 2023 will be easy for we. This nya stop election done now whole self. Yeah, we na one family, we na one people, we na one country. Now set a brighter example because that neighbor than the waste. For lockdown, they wash with dirty linen in the outside. We're not ready for do that. We are one family. Election done the Lord whole self, not continue for whole self together. Lord, look at the bigger picture. Because that free quality education, now in the one bring halala, let them pour. We don't want sit down in a salon. We don't want halala. We don't want kuskas. As we there, na salon go for head back. Yana na home. Sierra Leone make the fine. Now we get there. Anybody will get opportunity come on board and support the government for the free quality education. And they tell now goodbye now. Tata.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was the voice of Madam Tenet Baka. You know, Charlie, just don't give your final statements. Yes, DJ Force. What's in your take on Madam Tenet Baka?
I tell and thank you. We participate very highly. We call for unity in the SLP party, which is the right route, the right message. But before they go further, I want for association and then say SS3 result doesn't come on. A lot of students they do well. There's a lot of massive passes. They make it finance the opposition they able criticize the result at the House of Parliament this year. And we don't get a lot of students young age, 18, 17, 16, 19. They enter universities there and the door is open. Everybody's there. I tell the teachers, they thank you. I say thanks to the headmasters them. I say thanks to the parents them. as they don't continue for put the foundation for free quality education, where we campaign in 2018. I tell you, thank you, the free quality education does succeed. Come 2024, we campaign message, vote for education, no runoff. That is our campaign message 2024. Vote for education, no runoff. In 2018, yeah, no runoff. In 2018, we campaign with free quality education, and the free quality education established across the world. Now, making the final say, President will be traveling to America for education summit. We go sit down with Juliet Gillard for let them able put more foundation, more economy into the education. The 22% they go to pay them, picking them school fees. We just want to make sure say we continue for embrace the free quality education, and we continue for make sure say you put a number one priority by you picking for let go school, because President Bio want let you picking become head of state na Sierra Leone, president na Sierra Leone, doctor na Sierra Leone, mayor na Sierra Leone. Today, the APC mayorship is the final say because of education, not the inside APC Tolombo Toge pan body political party. Now making the final say the mayor don't know what if for provide for market women for Fritonians them. The bread market, dog shit, the bread market, per dust, the fish no more way bread market na street. That not the way for you able to get sales. No, not because of they not get education. Yeah. So fellow Sierra Leoneans, we want for a show and say and tell take it say President Bio in government don't provide 10,268 new teachers. They already recruit by the SLPP government since 2018. And 40% of the entire government payroll has been approved. 4,000 teachers has been placed on their right pay grade. 300 schools teachers now they don't get they pay by their grades. Only SLPP will make sure say when a country compete with other West Africa countries. But today I want to talk to the Northerners, mainly to the Northerners, because when you talk about politics, when you call the North, the people think it's tribalism. I am highly connected in the northern part of Sierra Leone. We don't encourage APC to go to get part body. They don't turn political babies. Yeah, with the baby system. Now, what to make I talk to the northern them, APC depend on the northern part of Sierra Leone. Now they know do the right thing at the House of Parliament. Why I say so? APC is the biggest diamond, more slide, hard gate, it's all roll contract. At the end of the day, when election comes, the northern part of Sierra Leone voted all parliamentarians for the APC to Lungu to get pan body. Now, when they go to the House of Parliament, they go kick Bible and the Quran. Today, now the sword of them. And they call upon the Northerners. This census way don't come. When I left for the feds, left for the create tension, when I left for the harass the census workers them, when I left for the demonstrate for una pay, they go pay una, government go pay una. They be don't pay una, the 2 weeks not even done it. They una not done the job, una don't begin to go launch attack census offices. Remember, una they go demonstrate before census offices or they attack census workers. Anything will happen to you, you blame yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are not seeing these things where they happen at the northern part of Sierra Leone. You know they happen at the south and the east. Why? Question, why? Because the same salary where they pay at the northern part of Sierra Leone to census workers, that the same salary where they pay at the south and the east. But if the panel say the demonstration against census workers there, now the north part of Sierra Leone is rampant. Let me tell President Lucy before you start this census, the whole statistics office now the problem is they don't go. The people and they not only put the day and it's come out put the day. So the DEPA work on they manipulate them, they don't succeed in this census. Yeah. Let me tell President Biose, I say clean the office if you want to do census. Everybody, when they come on, let everybody apply back. But we don't continue with the old people there. And you cannot allow old Pama inside new bottle. You know the look. So now the final say the demonstration, the tear gas and the northern part of Sierra Leone, whether they don't organize this. now the APC criminals the way they work under statistic office. So now the result is not begin the cap. But there's a lot of demonstration where they go now the north part of Sierra Leone, and we don't need this. We want to get a clean statistics for being library. Inside Sierra Leone, no more you graduate at university, you don't know about computer, you don't have to use mouse. But President Biya now know how many students in Kabbalah. Junior secondary school and senior secondary school. I mean, raw statistics here. We're not going to know how many computers will they bring up. We're not going to know how many libraries will they build. But in the final say, the oppositions are now going through their brothers who are working in statistics office not to allow this statistics to take place in the north part of Sierra Leone. As we now clearly see, Bryce Spider go talk say, consult the opposition. Consult the opposition for what? Sierra Leone, they say not to opposition vote for SLPP. Now Sierra Leone they vote for SLPP. So SLPP will make sure say don't listen to the opposition here. Not to they go determine how to do census. And that census also they be don't deny. Now instead they make that they go and create violent riot for pay no pay. Because even the first money they don't give them, the time not do it. They don't begin to defend the government for money. They don't begin to fed statistics for money, which occur arbitrary President Biya say clean statistics from Freetown to the provinces. Let everybody come up. Let new people there. Everybody apply back. Without kind side, but he left and Escoma in statistics officials. Today now they do the statistics here. Now they fight about and not part of their view. Just because they know how for the statistics result come out clean and make sure say the result come against APC to go to money. So Dima, if you say make I say my final speech, I tell Sierra Leone, I say thank you. I tell the Green Movement engineer, thank you.
Yes, you know, give final statement yet. We still there on the program. Of course, we get for can hit all 15 to 20 minutes. Then we left the program. You know, Sierra Leoneans, you know what did DJ for say? That's the thing. Because of lack of education, I make you see people that they grab that they go attack somebody. You know, because we get corrupt. We don't get corrupt politicians. Then when I am peace them. Now, before we wrap up this program, I want to tell you some things. When me go na salon under the Grey Movement, the team, we wanna send me DJ Force. Why I go na salon? I go observe beaucoup things than day. But next program, I go count some video and interview where I interview one of the some of the regional director for education, and then Southeast, Northeast, Northwest, or Witty, all those things. We don't do all them their research then they, you know. I keep all them material then they for the right time. So when I go salon, I begin go places to places across the nation to really know what the President Biya don't do. You know, say what you know they see the APC Tolombo Toge Pambodi that they criticize, that they count lie all over. Me go see beaucoup things there. And what I got for the count them, then get for the shock. President Biya na the only president, whenever he do things for this side, and they do it for the other side. When President Biya say a cow school bus, not only for Kenema or Kono or Makeni, it count for everybody. Under this free quality education. Now, I want to take now just a little toy what I do about this education, what you make a quality inside salon. When I watch.
This la una bobo Dima. Now, at the live na Kenema. These are some of the good things that we talk about. Who say this president a day for everybody? Then school bus is the whole I can't imagine I just small royal. When I not see the other side there. This just to tell you how this government is serious and ready to do business. Business in the sense, not like the way the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi, but they do business as usual. But this government don't say Any size school picking them day a priority. And they make sure the necessity, the way it's necessary for them to picking them get, they will get them. Now I mean they don't come with these school buses there. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Makeni get a young, Kabala get a young, Bo get a young. These are just quite 10 more on a Rossi. For space no day. I didn't have Fire Force Live. I said, this I know you left on notice. Come, let me show you. These are luxurious buses. Very, very luxurious. Nice one, European standard. To tell when I say when I don't get government, what when I cry for, where it don't come to pull water na when I to make when I picking the value now this country, yeah. But if you don't like President Bill, well, like for the good things and way they do, yeah. Come. See the buses, high quality, yeah, high quality. And I want you can see this symbol. What is this symbol to talk? And they talk about the government of Sierra Leone support the free quality education. What would they talk about free quality? Now this, see, the government of Sierra Leone, they support the free quality education. That's some of the buses there, yeah. What would they see? You see how a clean European standard, very mature, very handling. The security sector is all very, very unique. It don't look like the way APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi does. They abandon, they nobody care, some of them make them then bosses they have the chapper. Yeah? Me family them. My name Nadima. When I take care of them thing and the president don't get more to do for this quality, free quality education. Live at Mangawa district they see the good job the way President Bio they do. Yeah, we get Fire Force service, but put things in there. But this is the part where I want to hear. Yeah? Let God bless Mama Salon. Let God bless President Bio. And all the one that way they support President Bio for let the agenda, the free quality education, let it go before. God go bless them. I didn't lie, na Kenema. I will say tata.
No, DJ Force, this now, the same way when I be sending me for let me go salon, let me go do some documentary. Now one of the video they done there. You see the quality box, you see the European standard. You know, President Bio come and say they make sure education become value in that country. Everybody will get the necessity, everything when necessary. And these are some of the necessities and which of course, others by Kruma not go put your hand up to say inside in 11 years, ever count fine boss like that they put picking there. Yeah, ain't no one they happy. So DJ Force, what are your take on that?
Well, it's good when we have people who are transparent and when you be go, at least you really take your time. You go around all the districts for the people that see who say we start the foundation of the free quality education. Because in the first place, education go with transportation. We not be privileged for ever have a school bus. Me not be ever. Not be the work out 1 mile, 2 miles for go school. Yeah, we not be even get bike for say they take bike. Na taxi be day. Yeah. So today, if we don't see school bus like we run that documentary, then Apollo say come 2023, vote for education. No. Because in 2018, we campaign with free quality education. We don't put the foundation. We don't care the education go to the chiefdom, constituency level, district level. Now, it's there. Everybody is benefiting from it. So, for now, we are able to just work on a government where politics are putting up in front of it. And when we say education is the weapon to APC, if you want to get APC out of politics, just bring education. They cannot debate with you. So, Naime Kufa will say, 2018, we campaign with vote for free quality education. Now campaign with 2023, 2024. Vote for education. No. Because this education,
No.
It is in the forecast. Yes, no.
No.
Education, yes. No. Vote for education. No. Because the education, even inside the farmhouse now, education day. And this education, we are not only building this education on only university status. No, plumbing education. Education. Painting education. We want for CC man that just music. If you learn plumbing, you never go Dubai. Where go Dubai? Here money. If you learn electrician, He did Freetown, he did Dubai, he did America, he did England. Yeah, money, paddy. We know the only say the education we don't left have in basic. No, if you go learn plumbing, na education. You go learn electrician, na education. You go learn driving, na education. Yeah, you go learn painting, na education. So this free quality education, oh, all the things are inside. So now with the vote less and say 2024, vote for education. Message. Like me, I not be get. I go back to the topic. I not be get privilege for ever see the inside school bus. Now only President Bio, now the only president we don't can inside Sierra we don't bring car school bus. Clearly writing for say is paying for students because if this there is leper for let in the fair money or for the provide fear, they don't damage them. Yeah, now if finance is mayor. Yeah, they don't damage the city mayor. They don't get money for the buy fear for the run this bus here for school beginning at Freetown. Kamalo, they bus here, they pack and they know they agree for let it run. So I they enjoy President Bill for say their bosses here and the not part of Sierra Leone. Let SLPP they in charge of their boss here. Let because SLPP people every day when we go for flag bearership and the not part of Sierra Leone, they not be get their city today. So let them take their office here, they monitor their bosses here. Like if you go to Kamalo, then they seize the boss them, they don't the mayor or the cars the way they are, and the mayors the way they did, then they provide fear. So the beginning they street them. But if you find some SLPP in charge of this boss that is not a part of Sierra Leone, every district in Iran.
That is true. That is true. That is true. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's very, very smart idea.
That 1,000 where they 1,000 where they pay. Day before them boss they come alone. That 1,000 in the there for put a way more door in the buy fear in the put inside. But the councils now that area they deliberately they reject for fear their bosses there. They pack up. Why? Because it is a new system where President Biona bring come. So for that reason, come 2024, vote for education. No runoff.
No runoff. Thank you very much, DJ Force. Thank you very much, DJ Force. Where you cover that message there. Before I left you, before we wrap the program, I want to use 5 minutes to read some comments, analysis, then and then from there we'll close the program. We get the first message come up from Jibri Columbus. Talk and say, look, the message we is it, thank you very much, guys. Keep it up. We are 100% in support. Come 2023 election, no runoff. You know, that's Gabriel Columbus. Then we come to Winnie Musa Mami. Keep it up, keep your good work, and continue to strongly sensitize our people. You know, then we come to another guy from Thomas. Dimade Great, I do appreciate your effort in regards to disseminating of our president priority education, and the minister is ready to promote the president ambition. Thank you very much. We are praying to God to get another minister that have the president ambition at heart, like the minister of education. Then we get also Sayube say no runoff. He say no runoff. Come 2024 President Bio, we win not less than 70%, you know, and then we get Mohameba is a long live President Bio and long live SLPP. Yeah, so far, and somebody Martin Momoka will say vote education with no runoff 2024 election. So it's like the message people that don't capture on. As Santigi says, 2024 no runoff. No runoff, yes. I say 2024 no runoff. Now only full man who thinks there will be runoff, you see. So that is Santigi. It's only full man who thinks there will be runoff, you know. Runoff. Thank you very much. You know, so these are messages coming from people then and DJ Force. Now, yeah, DJ Force, what's the analysis then to the comments then we the by he gets now from we.
Like Jibril, let's just cut short. Jibril, Winnie, Thomas, Zahid, Mohammed Ba, Martin. We tell una thank you. At least we appreciate una comment them. But very soon we want for our show now because we need for them ourselves become with our voices and add on our voices to current affairs SLPP Weekly News. We get for open telephone line. You will call, you announce your name, and you tell we will say you call from, and just for make sure say we engage you now. At least let us serve the knowledge to the program and to the president and to the government and to the minister there. So we keep they say we will know see people they join force with them for make sure say and the agenda they succeed in their agenda and they succeed in their program. So we say all comment senders they thank you and we appreciate una comment them and we proud of una comment them and we also say we give followers there where they listen to it and then we continue for spread the message say vote for education 2024
no runoff.
Yeah. Message for 2024 and 2023 and 2024. Thank you.
I want to say Marcelo Vera, thank you very much. I say yes, vote for education is true. I love that. Thank you very much. I say only full man go face 2024 election. There will be runoff. That's true, Thanks very much. I would encourage you now when I continue to go to Kanaya to can get lecture. Even though we know we said when we get busy schedules them, easy in MAO this time on our CCA with the change time them, time where we will believe say we'll get we all for convenience for we team to come together to make sure we disseminate the message. This is not the campaign message. Carry this campaign message to your brothers and sisters, to everybody across the nation. Say 2024 election no runoff. Why? Because education. Now we don't get quality education at that country day. Now we don't see we education all across the world. People that don't admire we for what His Excellency Julius Maada Bio don't count with in that country day. Even we see the last time how they invite His Excellency, he go to the Global Education Global Summit. Yeah, a good day to represent Salone. One day, funny to see them kind of thing. They are one of among the African leaders that when they invite, me I feel proud, very comfortable to see me president go sit down among the dignitary, big personalities. Then they look at other big country in Africa and they don't invite them. They invite President Bio, because of a free quality education where you don't carry to Sierra Leoneans. Then and we try to inject everybody in blood that they know say the better will be the wish for and the better I don't cancel. So now how we get for end with program, me waiting at the studio, me Nadima the great SLPP Bobo, we get a lot. Anytime now with the with program, with the art education panel. What we can with the still debunk the thief man and the IMP there, education the panel. So we just use it today, say we don't declare education as we flagship program, and we get for cows some good educators in other country. They who wanna know what are powerful people then on this platform to can tell one the reason why education is very paramount and why we for embrace them. Titi will make again. Me Nadima the great SLP people. But yeah, DJ, for you get the final thing before I close the program. The
Final statement. I go on for Steve for the listeners, the followers there. I say when I thank you for coming on current affairs, and then we tell President check you he will make SS4 go together with the APC to go to great body. They are this campaign message gonna for education 2023 no runoff, 2024 no runoff. That's not the message we are going for them for Sierra Leone. They say, Lord, tell President, you take it. We able to make SS4 go together with the APC to go to great body. And this time around, 2023, vote for education. We not have that word being vote for education, no runoff. That is our campaign message. I tell them I thank you. I tell supporters they thank you. And followers they thank you. And I tell the teachers they thank you. Headmasters they thank you. And Sierra Leoneans they will mama they will papa they I tell them I thank you. President Bio say you begin for be president. Yeah, he say President Bio, the only president will stand up and tell Sierra Leone, as they say, consider education as a right, as your right, as a right, as my right, as your children's right. But because they want to let you pick it on a status tomorrow, yeah? Now, no follow the criminals the way they pass now preach on, where they try to make mobile call every day. Hold up, bring the drum, they record them, they monitor them, every information where they dispatch across Freetown and international body. President Bio, they monitor everything. When I believe in President Bio, as now about their power, and we go make sure say we go provide what we make una feel proud, and we say go compete with other West Africa countries. And I tell President Bio, we able to make SS4 go together with the APC to great and body. Come 2023, vote for education. No. Thank you, Dima, for bringing me in the station. Me they talk to Namina DJ Force, the SNPP DJ. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DJ Force, and thank you, followers, fans of the Green Movement, and those that believe in President Tokendu Bio, and the one that believes say press salon for better pauper. And at the end, I say victory to Lone Star. Let God bless the Lone Star. You know, we don't see the Green Movement. We are very, very powerful.
I get a message.
At the curve. I know it. We don't see the Green Movement. We are very powerful. One thing we make at the spy, DJ Force. We understand President Biogi in speech, they don't encourage, they don't motivate, we players them. Fatima Bio, everybody. If I know for don't come out and blush for an by Kruma, enough for don't push statement too. You know, say a modern days a blush for we expect instead for let. It don't matter because it tips our own money, but instead for come out at least let it battle. That's a Sierra Leone, and that we need, not to everything about that no more. I tell you, you might go Twitter, you go put a deal.
After we that speech, after we give that response, I seen comment to he put, I read them, and my response was to him that is not in his heart. That is the reply I get back, because I comment, I see who say put the comment, and I go comment banner say this not in your heart. You know what I mean? Because
yeah, because we don't tell us that you don't do it. Brian, come shame.
football not play. I make a just let me work with the Leon Star. Leon Star again 90 minutes, and I watch on training. I tell I say the psychological training don't President Bio don't give the psychological training. Kista don't give the physical training. Always once play the game with speed, Liverpool style, because Liverpool now waiting at the football style. Now speed. When I play with game speed, any country waiting on before for Leon Star, now they get for beat them, because at the end of the day, you see the youngness of the Bobo the way they do inside the team right now. They are all young. When I just play the game with speed, when I start out with speed, when I end up with speed. Any country waiting on before now, the spirit of the country, the Muslim and the Christian, the prayer they do to President Yo, in love they would to in spirit they would to nothing the President Yo they follow. Way victory, no the commodity. This year, Nations Cup alone the winner.
With the counter.
Now make his say go to Cameroon as a lion, go and fight and bring the cup and bring the victory for Sierra Leone. So tell President Bio, thank you for that brave speech. We able to give them the psychological training. Because I hope say the physical training they don't take and the psychological training you don't give them. Me psychological training what they have the game when I play with speed, when I chase all kind of angle, because them man and they already start to there now speed they play with, not to say they sabi pass with, but now speed they get. And we say let we continue we increase the speed by the match, and we don't say this year, I not say this year, next year, this year. Now we get the Nations Cup.
Now we on time. For that, DJ for before I left una, for that, when I give una Lone Star the memento with it on.
Then why are they was happy with today? Then why are they was happy with
today? Then why are they go sabi with today, DJ? They go sabi with
you go see the victory And so I encourage every social media group, any WhatsApp group, una change una color to green, white, and blue. Una change una profile photos to green, white, and blue. Everybody green, white, and blue. That na my message on the left there.
We go tell una say tata, let God bless we all. We go meet again very soon. Respect. And don't forget say, any game where they play, we they make sure we count on the green movement. We don't promise one. As long as KG we count. Yes, that would be.
I think Liberia they win their first match. Liberia they win their first match. Liberia they don't win their first match. Yeah, the game don't start. Liberia they don't win their first match.
No problem, no problem. Tata will meet again. We go see Tata.
Tata.